Moving on, our next email comes from Joe from Swansea in the UK. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Swansea.
Yeah, sure.
He says he's American, but his wife is Welsh.
Oh, cool.
He says, I'm sitting on my iPad at 23:35 my time. Normally I'm laying down watching GameScoop and playing one Zelda game or the other. Insomnia is a bitch.
Oh.
I decided to write for the first time to ask if there is that one game franchise that you have to play every night or even once a week. I play a variety of games, but always go back to a Zelda game to close out the night. Thought this would give us viewers an insight into that professional gaming news mind.
That guy plays a Zelda game every night, Joe?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is cool.
So the immediate thing for me is that I manage a lot of editors here. I don't want them to play one game all the time. Like, they should be, going out there and playing millions of games. And professionally, my taste has always been like, listen, I'm playing this game too much. Right? I've always had to make that decision for myself. Like, I have to play these other games because we always have this pressure to vote on Game of the Year or to think about
there's definitely an element of, like, if there's
so
an
we're
editor,
different than other people.
If there's an editor in this office that's playing 1,000 hours of Dota a year, that's kind of making them a worse, like, when they come into their day job, they're not as good at it as someone that is playing, spending 1,000 hours playing.
Yeah, so we all have to strike a balance with
You
the
just
games
broke Mitch's heart.
No, Mitch
I didn't name anybody by name, but sure, feel free.
But that's the thing, like you can play. Everybody here has compulsions to play games for a long time. A lot of them play MMOs or MOBAs, and they also have to balance that with playing the latest games that are on their beat to cover. And it's just a thing.
Yeah, I got a bad habit
Destiny is another thing, right? Everybody here plays Destiny for endless hours.
Well, not everyone.
No, I'm just saying on our staff, that's one of the addictive games that people play, and they have to stop playing that sometimes to do all sorts of things.
Although we also do have a Destiny show.
A well-rounded editor.
We do. I don't finish a lot of games. I'll start a lot and don't finish a lot of them. And there's no game that I go back to weekly. But there are some that there is game comfort food. I don't go too long without playing a Castlevania game. That is true. I'll play
well, wouldn't
one
you
of
say
those.
for us, we like playing retro games? I mean, if I didn't play an old game, a couple times a week, then like it feels wrong.
It was
that's
here.
what I want to do. I want to research and discover old games. Like that would be my go-to.
Yeah,
but it's not like Candy Crush or Peggle or anything like that.
I go to mobile games. First of all, the App Store refreshes every Thursday, and that's what I'm sure longtime GameScoop listeners know that's how I started my career. Was I started in mobile, and that's what I covered. And even though I don't cover it anymore as for work, that's internalized. Like, I hit the App Store every Thursday and see what the new hot games are, and then there's a few. I'm usually playing like a few free-to-play sort of grindy games, and that's like my guilty pleasure, I guess. So I rotate through.
And you play all the slot machines and solitaire.
I'm not quite at slot machine level, but I played like a lot of One Piece Treasure Cruise, and I played a lot of Final Fantasy Record Keeper, and these games that are kind of grindy, but not necessarily in like an exploitive way. It's just like fun. You're always kind of making progress, and I like the music, and I like the
Can you play in your
pixel
commute?
art.
That makes a big difference.
Well, I usually choose to play on iPad, so no, I can't play on my commute, but there are phone versions of all those if you want to. On commute, that's when I listen to smart podcasts.
But I'll see you like at your desk, sometimes doing something else and tapping along with one of these.
Well, it depends. Like, some of them have like an auto battle option and some don't. So if there's an auto battle option, like over my lunch break or during downtime, I'll like burn down my stamina that's refilled just so I'm not wasting a bunch of stamina.
That makes sense.
It depends on how, like, sometimes they get their claws into me deeper than others. Like, if it's really really like got me on the hook, then I'm playing at my desk a little bit during the day. But
I do go back to Sid Meier's Pirates a lot. I've probably played that game.
Oh, you like Pirates?
That's my favorite video game. And I've probably played that. That was irony. Also, I've recently become a father. But yeah, I probably played more than 1,000 hours of Pirates in my life.
I mean, that is a very replayable game.
It is. Yeah, that's the kind of what defines it.
Yeah, I do end almost every day with a few rounds of Hearthstone.
Oh, yeah.
I noticed that. Yeah, you can keep going back.
Yeah. Well,
how many years of it has it been?
2013 when that game launched.
Yeah, I think it was 13.
Yeah, that's a long stint of one game.
14, 15, yeah, wow.
I go back to like browser games. I play a lot of like tower defense games in the browser, stuff like Gemcraft and games like that. And then I'll go through phases of like playing like idle games or incremental games like Clicker Heroes or some of those.
There was years in which we all played Street Pass games in the office, the 3DS Street Pass games.
Yeah, I kind of miss that.
every day. And I miss that too, but I think Mitomo is going to attempt something, attempt something like that, not just be a chat program, which is what it looks like right now. I signed up today.
Yeah.
Did
you guys get your Mitomo accounts?
No, I did not get my Mitomo account.
You can sign up today. You can pre-register.
All right, probably do that.
Reserve your name. I reserved Alf.
Alf.
For my Alf me.
Awesome.
Which
Did I
I
show
will
you?
role play as in Miitomo.
Did I show you that window full of Alfs that I drove by?
Yeah, after the show. Yeah, it's a really good photo. But
Okay.
This sounds important.